Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn separable differential equations. So let's start from the first question, but before we start working on this one, differential equation is an equation that contains a derivative. We need to know about this, like this type, like dy over dx is my derivative. Okay, so let's try to solve this one. So here, as you see, I have y dy dx x squared plus 1. Okay, so my purpose is to separate x and y. That's the whole idea in this separable differential equation types of question. So let's start. Basically, I have y dy over dx equal to x squared plus 1. Okay, how about if I just cross multiply these together and then don't touch this part? It's fine. Y dy. So y dy is equal to x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, once you get this form, immediately take an integral. Okay, when you take an integral for the first one, then what you get? Y squared over 2 equal to x, so that becomes x power of 3 over 3 plus x plus c. Don't forget about c, because my whole idea here is to get the c and then write in the form of y and x and plus c. Okay, so I have my condition y0 equal to 4. It means when x equal to 0, y. Okay, so let's just substitute x and y value into here. So y will be 4 square over 2 equal to 0 power of 3 over 3 plus 0 plus c. From here, what will I get? 16 over 2 is 8. 8 equal to 0 plus 0 plus c. Okay, c becomes 8. Okay, nice. So let's write this in this form. So y square over 2 equal to x power of 3 over 3 plus x plus what? C. That's it. It doesn't say write in the form of y equal to f of x, right? So it just say find the solution of the differential equation. It means get the c. So we get the c and write it as in terms of x and y. Now let's have a look at the second type of question. So we have a, but here be careful guys, because it said find the solution in the form of y equal to f of x. That's really important point, because I need to get y. Like in the previous one, as you see, I didn't get y function. I said y squared over 2 because my whole purpose in this one is to get the c. But in this one, it's a write in the form of y equal to f of x. Okay, nice. So let's start. So like I said it before, your main purpose in this case is to separate x and y. So let's see what we can do. Always try to cross multiply as a first step. Always work, and then it will give you a clear idea. What should you do after that? So dx. Okay, look at this, the right side. So this part is fine, 6x squared, but this y here is making everything worse. So I will just divide y both sides so that this y will cancel each other. So in the right side, I will have everything in terms of x. On the other hand, in the left side, I have everything in terms of y. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So I'm going to take integral from both sides. Dy over y will be what? ln y equal to. So how about this one? 6x squared. Then that will be 6x power of 3 over 3 plus c. Okay, so don't forget, this is really important. Here we have invisible e. Okay, as at the base of ln is always e. So if I express y in terms of e, then I will have this one, y equal to e power of the property of logarithms 3 plus c. Okay, from here, if I try to continue, then I will say y equal to e power of 2x power of 3 times, this is really important, e power of c. You don't add them, okay, you multiply them. Okay, so here, one thing you have to be careful, e power of c will give you a value. Okay, you will have a value because we know the value for e. The c is a constant number, right? So and any number power of any other number, it will give you the number. Okay, so we can just call this as a equal to e power of c. So just let's replace a with e power of c. Then here I can just say 2x power of 3 times by a. You can say where a is e power of c. Okay, you have to define this, don't forget, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so from here y equal to e power of 2x power of 3 times by a. Okay, let me use my condition. It said given that y equal to 2, okay, I have my condition given that y equal to 2 when x equal to 0, so I will just substitute y as 2 and x as 0. Then what I have get, so from here I will get 2 equal to e power of 2 times 0 power of 3 times by a. From here 2 will be equal to e power of this part will be 0, right? Any power of 0 will give you 1, so 1 times a. Then from here a becomes 2. Nice, right? So where is my function? My function, I defined this like that. So y equal to e power of 2x power of 3 times e power of c. So instead of e power of c, I said it is a. So let's just replace. We can just start from here. So y equal to e power of 2x power of 3 times by 2. That's it. Okay. So now let's look at the third one. Okay, when it say it is directly proportional, then a and b are proportional with each other. If it is directly proportional, it means like we have this case, a equal to k times b. Okay, so k is my constant number. Constant. So basically, if two variables a and b are proportional to each other, then a equal to k times b. Okay, what do we know? That's the question. Let's write everything we know. So a is initially 2 centimeters square. Initially 2 centimeters. It means when t equal to 0, a equal to 2. Okay, what's the next one? After 2 days. So it means when t equal to 2, then a is 9. Okay, let's write centimeter square, centimeter square. Okay, so I'm going to use this condition in the end. So first I have to find the expression for the area. So area is changing according to the time, right? So let's start from a. So then dA is changing in terms of time, right? Is directly proportional to the amount of mold present, right? Okay, let's say k times a. Okay, so a here is my mold. Okay, now again I have to separate a and t. Okay, and then take an integral. So let's see what I can do. Let's start from cross multiply again. That's the first thing. From here, then dA will be k times a dt. Okay, I can divide both sides by a. Okay, so from here I'll get dA over a equal to k dt. Okay, now how about if I take integral? Because I know that dA over a will be what? ln a equal to k is the constant we said, so we can move it outside of the integral. So that one k dt. Don't forget, we can just take off this with this one. And then from here, ln a equal to k times t plus c. Okay, so as you see, we have in this form, and once you come to this part, okay, this stage, always remember this situation, ln e y equal to what? 6x power of 3. So what did we do? We said we have an invisible e here, and then I express everything in terms of unknown. Okay, so let's remember we have invisible e here, then I will say e power of kt plus c equal to what? A. Property of logarithms. Okay, so again let's write, so e kt times e power of c equal to a. I know my condition, I have to condition when t equal to 0, a equal to 2. Okay, I'm gonna use both of them to get the other values. So when t equal to 0, k times 0 times e power of c equal to a. When t equal to 0, I have a equal to 2. So from here, that's my first equation. E power of 0 times e power of c equal to 2, right? Okay, then what is this from here? I will have 1 times e power of c equal to 2. Okay, how about let's just define this also as e power of c is b. Okay, instead of, let's say, e power of c, because this is gonna be giving me a number, so instead of saying e power of c, let's say b, so b equal to 2. That's the first thing. So now let's look at the second equation. This time I have my second condition, when t equal to 2, a equal to 9. Okay, let's do it. So I'm using the main equation, so k times 2 times e power of c equal to what? 9. Okay, I have already get e power of c, which is b, as 2, right? So let's just replace everything, then I will have something here. So e power of c will be 2. Why? Because e power of c is b and b is 2, equal to 9. Okay, so from here, e power of 2k equal to 9 over 2. Okay, then from here, lastly, ln 9 over 2, I can say that equal to what? 2k. Why? Because of the property of ln function, because we have an invisible e, so e power of 2k is the same as 9 over 2. Okay, now put it into your TI or any GDC you have, or your calculator, you get k as 0.752. Okay, now then a will be what? I will replace k with 0.725, so a equal to, and here e power of c is, okay, let's put it down, so e, right, 0.752 t, right, times e power of c, which is also the same as b, times by b. That's it. This is your a. Okay, now in the next part, in the second part, it say find the value of t at which the mold will cover 20 centimeter area. Okay, I'll have to just replace it. Okay, basically in part B, say find the value of t. I mean the time taken for this function to get to be 20 to cover the 20 centimeters square place. Okay, so let's say a is equal to 20 centimeters square, and I'm looking for t equal to question mark. I have my function. Okay, let's just replace, let's just write down, so e 0.752 t times by 2 equal to what? 20. Okay, same as, instead of a, I'm just putting 20. So from here, if you can just put it down to your calculator, you get as t equal to, you can, if you want, you can make some simplification before you move on. So let's say I can just divide by 2, then e 0.752 t equal to 10. From here t will be 3.06 days. You just put it into your calculator. That's it. Okay, thank you for watching.